Hi, I'm Susan Sloan from Real Health Quotes, and I'm here today with Bruce Hengey from the Hengey Agency. He does life insurance, and he wants to talk about tips and reasons why you should be looking at life insurance. Bruce?
Good morning, Sue. Thank you. What people look at with life insurance is they always think about life insurance as dying. And life insurance isn't really about dying. Life insurance is about living. And what I mean about living is that protecting your family in case something does happen to you as a loved one, to make sure that your family is covered in case that does happen. Regarding whether if you have children, make sure that they get going to college, make sure that your spouse or your partner is covered, that the house is covered, things of that nature. And that's what really life insurance is all about.
Now, can you explain? You were saying it's good to use for school education and for when emergencies come through. What's the difference between buying a term policy and a policy that has cash value in it? What's the difference?
Well, Sue, with a term policy, that's what really it is, a term, which means after that term has expired, the policy expires and you have no coverage. Versus a whole life policy, a universal life policy, those are policies for your life and the rest of your life. Also builds cash value, which you could borrow against in case of some critical illness or chronic illness, or just to borrow against it at some future time. You will have a cash value in that policy, and it builds over the period of time. The longer you have it, the more cash value you will get out of it.
Now, I have a lot of people, being in health insurance, I have a lot of people who talk about long-term care insurance. Long-term care insurance in itself is very hard to qualify for, and it also has a lot of very heavy-duty underwriting on it. Do you have products that you suggest for someone who is interested in protecting themselves in case of a major illness later on?
Well, with a lot of the whole life policies now, they have a lot of important riders. The living benefit riders are for chronic illness, critical illness, but also the advantages of those type policies are that, again, it does build cash value, which you could borrow against, you could use for long-term care benefits. Somewhere down the road, if you do need long-term care, you have the basic of that policy to go into, borrow against it, and then have that coverage for it, which a lot of other policies don't. But in today's world with the insurance industry, a lot of long-term care policies are there for that purpose, but are very, as you said, very hard to qualify for, and in a lot of cases very expensive.
Right. Yeah, I find people ask me, and in almost every case it is very difficult for them to get that. So this is really interesting. And is there a way that they should contact you if they're interested in finding out more?
Yes, it would be great. My cell phone is always available at 215-704-6385, or you can go to my website, which is thehengyagency.com.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Bruce, for taking the time today to talk to us, and I hope that you have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you very much, Sue. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.